Welcome to Crazy Cool Crochet, and in today's project we are working on a long cardigan duster. To get this started is a chain of 154. We get started with half doubles all the way across. Skip the first two chains, start in the third, half double. If you need a little refresher, yarn over, insert into the next chain, pull through, 3 loops on the hook, yarn over through all 3 loops, and that's your half double. And that's it, all the way across. Okay, we are at the end of that first row of half doubles. We are about to enter the last half double in the last chain. So that will be 152 half doubles, chain 2, turn. And then continue with the half doubles again all the way across. Enter your first half double in the first space here. And you're entering under the 2-strand chains. As you turn this around, you can see your half doubles are forming a chain at the top, and you are entering the hook under the 2-strand chain. All the way across for 152 half doubles. We are reaching the end of the second row of half doubles, and we will enter the last one, number 152, in the last chain, half double, chain 2, turn, and repeat. You will do this for 12 rows. Then we will attach the purple, and we will do 1 row of purple, 1 red, 1 purple, 1 red. And it will actually be much easier to follow along with the change in colors if you follow the pattern at crazycoolcrochet.com. Now we are on the 12th row, and we are about to complete that last half double. We're going to start the last half double, do not complete it. Now we're going to attach the lavender. So to complete that last half double, yarn over with the lavender, pull it through the 3 loops, bring your red right there to carry it through. Now do your 2 chains, turn your work, have the red in the back, because we are going to carry that along the row. Okay, so make sure the red is in the back. Go ahead and do that first half double, just as you always would. And then keep going all the way across, just as normal, except carry that red yarn in the back here. So you're incorporating it into that lavender row. Because when we get to the end of the row, we're going to pick up the red again and then come back for another row of red. So just continue all the way across. Every now and then, give that red a little tug just to keep it nice and smooth. Now we're at the end of that lavender row. We're going to start the last half double crochet in that last stitch, the last chain. Start the half double. Now to complete the half double, drop the lavender, pick up the red, pull the red through, grab the little lavender right there just to keep it all together. We're going to chain 2 with the red, turn the work, keep the lavender towards the back, and carry the lavender across just like you did before with the red. So now we're going to do a row of red half doubles. Complete the row, When you get to the end, repeat with the lavender one more time. Okay, now what we will be doing here is 2 rows of the lavender, 2 of the red for the 4 rows of stripes, half doubles. When you complete that last red row, cut off the yarn and attach the white. And then you will do the same exact thing except with white and lavender. So you can see how many stripes we've got here. 3 white, 2 lavender. Make sure you're carrying that yarn over the same way as you have for the rest of this, so that when you get to each end of the row, you're able to pick up the next color. Now when you're done with that, you will continue with 15 rows of the lavender, half double. Also, you will want to have cut off the white. At the end of that white, cut it off. Then you'll cut off the lavender. At the end of that 15th row, add the red, and then continue with the red for 10 rows of half double. Now we're going to switch it up a little bit here, and we are going to do the rest of these stripes in single crochets. Okay, so the exact same method of striping and carrying the yarn in the back underneath. Okay, so we're going to do 2 rows of single crochet in lavender, 2 rows of single crochet in red, alternating. Then at the end of that red row, cut off the red again, attach the white, and now we're going to continue in a red and white, or I'm so sorry, lavender and white single crochet stripes. Okay, so beginning with the lavender, single crochets. Now after that, we are going to start attaching stitch markers. Okay, so we are going to attach a stitch marker at the 25th stitch from the left edge, and again from the right edge. Then attach another stitch marker 25 stitches from that last stitch marker. Count 25 stitches, attach a stitch marker. Same thing for the left side. Okay, so you'll have 4 stitch markers all together. And what we are doing here is leaving the armhole. This will be the armhole. This will be the front panel. Then we've got the back, and then the other armhole on the other side. Okay, then what we will do after we're done attaching those stitch markers is we're going to continue with the stripes. Okay, so the white stripe would have been next. Okay, so we're going to enter single crochets, and that's the 25th. Oops, I should not have finished that stitch. That last single crochet, we're going to pick up the lavender, turn the work, and continue the stripes. Okay, now with the stripes, we would have started with the white, so we ended up doing 4 rows of the white, and then 3 more rows of the lavender in the single crochets. When you get to the white, cut off the yarn. Now we're going to complete that front panel in half double lavender. So only lavender going forward. Now, at the end of that first lavender half double crochet row, we're going to start tapering the neck here from the front panel. And the way we're going to do that is we'll complete that last half double, 25 half double crochets, turn. Do not do any chaining, just turn it. Okay, now we're going to skip that very first stitch, and we're going to slip stitch into the next one, and then we will start the half double crochets in the third stitch, and then half double all the way across, and you'll end up with 23 half double crochets. When you get to the end, chain 2, turn, come back for the half doubles all the way across, and then decrease the same way. So when you get to the end, no chaining, turn, skip the first stitch, slip stitch into the next, and then continue with the half doubles. Okay, you will be continuing with the decreases until you end up with 15 half double crochets. Then you will do rows 11 through 16, 15 half double crochets for each row. Okay, so if you count that first row of half double crochet in lavender as row number 1, then your last decrease row would have been on row number 10. You would have ended up with 15 half double crochets. Then 11 through 16, 15 half double crochets. Then what you will do is attach your yarn in that next stitch marker. You'll attach it with the white, and then you will do your single crochets, because we're still working on these stripes, following the pattern over here in the front panel. Okay, so this opening is the underarm. Attach the white, continue with the striping back and forth for the same number of rows as you did for that front panel. When you complete the 4th row of the white single crochets, you will cut off the white same way that you did for that front panel. Okay, so working on that back panel, you will cut off the white, and you're referencing that front panel again. And then attach the lavender, and you will do all half double crochets for 16 rows to match that front panel. Okay, so for that back panel, between those two stitch markers, you're working the stripes to match the front panel, and then the 16 rows of lavender half double crochets, and that will be the end of the back. And then for the other front panel, repeat as for that first panel. The next thing we're going to do is attach at the shoulders, and you want to put the right sides together, right sides touching. And the way you know which is the right side and the wrong side has, you can look at the white, and the stitches look much bigger on the wrong side. Okay, so put right sides together, take a length of yarn and your tapestry needle, and just start sewing. The next thing to do is to add a border all the way around the edge using white and single crochet, and then go all the way around as evenly spaced as possible, single crochets all the way around, including the bottom, and then don't forget the armholes. You also want to do a border along the armholes.